Okay, so I've just finished these 3 cards and there's some videos on how to do that. So what I'm going to do is I've been using up these scraps from this pattern paper and this is what I've got left. So I've tucked out the little tiny strips, but you can see I've kept most of these. Well, these 2 I'm going to throw, but the rest of it I'm going to work with. So I'm just going to split it into how I want to layer it all up, and I've fussy cut out this row, so that's going to go on this card, and so is that XO sentiment, and then I think the rest of this stuff might go over here, and I haven't put double-sided tape on the back of this one, but I have on the rest of them, so I'm going to layer them up. So I'm going to start by, I'm going to ink the edges of all of these in the Viridian, the archival ink. It's a nice sort of aqua. I'm going to start with quite a large one. Actually, I might start with this smaller one first. And the idea is just to layer up all these scraps so we get a nice background. And they'll all be different sizes, but that's okay. That's the kind of look we're going for. So I'm going to start right down the bottom with this one. And I put that right on the edge. And then this one will go next. I think we might have the pattern that way. And we don't want any of them to be square at all. I think we might need this one to break it up. Now this one will probably go most of the way across. So I'm thinking we'll trim it. Just using that line as a guide. And send it in that direction a little bit, and then maybe this one, might use that softer, just inking the edges on that one, and we don't want this one to go all the way across either. And leave that one there. Ink the edges up on this one. Again in that Viridian archival. And we'll stick that there. I've mounted these using the magic mount, a little bit of Viridian around the edges, and just layer that like so. And just to give it a little bit more character, I'm going to put some baker's twine along here. Give it a twirl. Use some glossy accent just where the crossover is going to happen. And stick that down. Same again. Just where that crossover will occur, and then once that's stuck down, I will staple the other side. So while that's drying, let's work on the second card. So the second one, we have a similar technique, but this time we're going to do it as a portrait. And I'm going to start with the biggest piece first, and I'm going to ink the edges on this one, but I'm actually going to go a fair way in to sort of give those roses the appearance that they're sort of that greeny blue, and then I'm just going to run this down the middle. Start on the edge there this up slightly. That one will go right off the edge, so we'll just peel that up just a little bit. I just want it off the edge slightly. And then this one, we won't go in with this one, we'll just ink the edges slightly. And I've already magic mounted this rose, and we'll use that wood grain to kind of frame it a little bit. Maybe send some of it slightly off the edge. And then I've got this XO. Now to get this colour, I've actually stamped it in the forget-me-not, in that darker blue, but I stamped it on a scrap piece of paper first just to lighten up that colour, and we will send that over all three so it connects it like that, and we've got ourselves a beautiful card. Okay, that's all three of those ready to go. We'll go back and staple this one and trim that off, and we'll wait for that glossy accent to dry. And there's our 5 cute little cards using up all of our scraps. Thanks for watching.